Hello, hello everyone. How's it going? Azren the language nerd here. Happy Thursday afternoon, or of course, whatever day and time it is for you right now. As you are watching this video, I'm, as per usual, your host here, Azren the language nerd, and welcome to episode number 56, I believe. 56 of Azren's Journal. For those of you who are new to the segment, it's pretty straightforward. This is the segment of my channel where I give you guys some insights into my personal language learning journey, and of course, tell you all sorts of different language learning tips and advice. Let's dive right in today. So I see some people are hopping on live already. Clicking the like button. That's amazing. Hello, hello. I love it. The first thing is just a little bit of a personal update. I have a Chinese assignment that is due in my Mandarin class tomorrow. So I've got to do some work on that today and get that done. Looking forward to it, weirdly enough. I actually think, funnily, when you're looking at different assignments in classes, right, or even just different activities for learning languages, it's funny how different types of activities help different people to different extents, if that makes sense. So for example, this assignment that I have due tomorrow was a written assignment. We had to write a very short, not really that long, a reasonably short text, right, about the pros and cons of the internet. And I have spent, and will continue to spend even more time, but up until today, I have put in roughly 8 hours into this short little text. I've had different people correct it. I've looked up all these words. I've tried to phrase things differently. And the reason is that for some reason, the writing of this particular essay or short text, hello, Spiv or Sabiv, however I say that in the chat, the particular process of writing this assignment, for one reason or another, has been a massive learning experience for me. And it's helped me so much, and it's helped me learn so much, to the point where on Saturday, this is after the assignment's due, I'm actually meeting with a friend and a Mandarin teacher I know. I'm paying her for a couple of hours of her time to work with me on the assignment even more, because it's been helping me so much as one assignment. And that's where the topic of today's video is coming from, which is finding the best language learning resources for you. Because every single one of us have different learning styles, different learning preferences. We all have different levels. We're learning different languages. And we're all going to need something different when it comes to language learning resources. I think that's very logical, and we can all probably agree on that point. Now, here's an exact process I recommend you follow. First of all, step one, go into Google or go into YouTube, whichever your preference is. If you prefer video, go into YouTube. If you prefer reading, probably Google is better. Go into one of those sites or both, and I want you to search best resources for learning, insert language here. Best resources for learning French, best resources for learning Spanish, best resources for learning English, best resources for learning Japanese, best resources for learning Mandarin, best resources for learning on and on and on and on and on. You're going to get textbooks, you're going to get audio programs, you're going to find the amount, now depending on the language, you're going to find all sorts of different resources. There's going to be all sorts of things that pop up in a variety of different categories. Books, audio programs, CDs, classes, right? There's going to be lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff that shows up. You can even modify your search query. You can even say best classes for learning Spanish, best apps for learning Spanish, best textbooks for learning Spanish. I actually do think the long tail, the actual searching specific things, best textbooks, best apps, I would say search apps, textbooks, classes, resources, books, as many different things as you can, and make a master list of all sorts of different resources that pop up. Next, step two, you are going to go into Google again or YouTube, and you're going to search. Let's say, for example, we did this for, I don't know, best textbooks for learning Italian, and you have all these Italian resources, or you've got like 17 different things, and you're like, okay, now what do I do? Go into Google, go into YouTube, and search. Let's say it was called, I don't know, I don't even know Italian resources. Let's say we did French, and one of the resources was classes at Alliance Française. Taking these classes here, right, at Alliance Française. Hello, Lolly Lolly. Hello from France. Hello from Canada. Right? You're looking at these things. Go into Google, search Alliance Française classes reviews. Read the reviews. Learn from that. Go to the next resource. Blah, blah, blah app, Duolingo app reviews for learning French. Read the reviews. Maybe there's a textbook. You're going to go into Google, or heck, even Amazon you could do, search blah, blah, blah textbook reviews. Read the reviews. You're going to read the reviews. In fact, even go into comments. I think comments are great. If you go into YouTube and you find some reviews, read the comments. Read what people think about that particular reviewer. You're going to learn a whole bunch by doing this process. Once you've done this, you're immediately going to start figuring out, okay, this resource is not good. This resource is not for me. You want to do that, and you're going to be left with a few different resources that are very good. And that's going to be your starting point for finding the resource that is right for you. You know, and I think that's kind of the process I recommend all of you follow. It's the best thing you can do. In fact, I get a lot of questions about things like that. Azren, what do you recommend for resources for this? I think my process that I just outlined for you, I think that's way more effective. A million times. Like, that is really the best way, apart from buying every program and trying every program, which is, again, not practical. But that's got to be the most effective thing you could do to figure out a good resource for yourself. I'd much rather you do that than do the following, which is what a lot of people do. They go to, a lot of people, they will find a blog or a website or a YouTube channel that they trust or that they like, or sometimes not even, just the first Google or YouTube result. They click that, they watch it, they listen, they read it, and they're like, oh, this guy seems knowledgeable. He says I should get that textbook. All right, I'll go get that textbook. I don't know if that's the best thing. I think it's way better to put in the extra time, read some of those reviews, and read what the actual users of that product, textbook, or service, what their actual thoughts were. That's going to be a much deeper, a better indicator for you on if that resource is going to be right for you or not. So I think that is a good process, a very practical piece of advice I wanted to share. The final thing I shared, this is a personal note going into my personal life, but is relevant, and then we'll wrap this video up. It's like movie reviews. I love movies. Can I show you? Where's my wallet? It's somewhere around me, but I can't find it. Is it up here? No, it's not. My wallet's somewhere close to me. Not important. I have a card in my wallet. It's called a scene card. We have that in Canada. It's basically like a movie points card. So you can collect points and go see movies and get discounts, things like that. And I watch a lot of movies, so I get a lot of discounts, free movies, things like that. So, by the way, I'm going to show you something really cool that you can do with these in just a moment. These bread tag things. Okay, unrelated. So I watch a lot of movies, and I love looking up reviews before I watch a movie. It's fun for me. I like it. I enjoy it. What I used to do is I would look specifically at I go to RottenTomatoes.com, if you know the website. I'd look at critic reviews, audience reviews. I used to only care about the audience review. I'd look at the audience review and be like, oh, audience review is 82, critic review is 55. Great, audience liked it. That's what I care about. Because that's the real people. Those are the real consumers of the movie. That's who I want to listen to. Who cares about the critics? Critics are not the real consumers. They're not me, right? So that's number one. But now what I've gone to doing even more is I go read the audience reviews and the critic reviews, because then I can specifically see what kind of movie it is and if I think I'm going to like that movie. And very quickly I can see what I'm in for. And that's what I'm telling you guys to do. It'll be a very, very effective thing. Now, final thing I'll show you. You know these bread tags? And we'll finish it. This is crazy, super random. Okay, this is a thing of bread. Here's the tag, right? I don't know if all countries have these, but I have to show you. This is my journal. I can do whatever the heck I want to do. So normally, like, what you do is you take this thing, right? Maybe your countries use these, maybe not. And you I'll show you like this. You clip it on, and that way the bread remains closed, right? And it just stays closed, there we go. Stays closed, doesn't dry out. Generally, it's a good thing. Now, check this out. My friend Mark, shout out to Mark. I think it was Mark. Maybe not. I think it was Mark. Showed me this. If you break this in half, it won't snap for me. Okay, check this out. This is so cool. Okay, break it in half. You're left with two halves. Take one half, stick it on your finger. Actually, middle finger is a little better for me. Stick it on your finger, and you flick, and it goes like super fast. Ready? Like, listen to the sound. Listen to this. Ready? Can you hear it? Like it flew back so fast. Ready? Just put it on your finger. Right? Put it on. I wish you can see. Is there a way I can show you? Maybe I'll put it like this. I'll like put this down. There we go. Okay, check this out. Watch this. Ready? Okay, ready. I want to flick it. See how fast that goes? Can you even see it? I don't know if you can see it, but it's so cool. It's so much fun. I might even actually make nicks in that. I should be careful. But it's so much fun. Oh my goodness. I used to do that a lot as a kid. And it's equally amusing as an adult. All right. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. And we'll talk very soon. Bye-bye. See you.